Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between and beyond, welcome back to the Silver Gauntlets. We are here for the round 3, game 2 in the Wanderers bracket match versus. Wow, I'm messing up my words. It's Hey Mr. Martin and Chuckles501. With Martin in the lead, might be the elimination for this game. I'm here together with Elagatua. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? I am so excited for this match.
I'm doing great. I'm back from the beach. I've got internet and 2 monitors, and I played my first rando seed in like 2 weeks today, so I'm really excited. But yeah, it's Elagatua reunion yet again, and seems like we get a lot of Mr. Martin matches. But hey, I mean that's pretty hype, and the countdown has begun, so we are gonna start momentarily. Looks like Epona's song with a water medallion. So let's see what we're in for.
Yeah, the opponent star, of course, making Gerudo Valley, Gerudo Fortress accessible pretty much from the start, which is interesting. Spirit Temple, Chuckles taking his time, Shadow Temple, Forest Temple, Deku, Water. That's it.
Yeah, Shadow Temple as Force Medallion, potentially going to be a long seed or a short seed.
We'll see right now. 0, 9. I didn't get the first one. I missed out. Let's see it again. 9.
Yeah, that's
9,
a
0,
9 with Ice Cavern Path. So that's pretty interesting. Whenever you have Ice Cavern on a long path, I think you should be a little bit scared of potential to skip a lot of required items, especially if like Rudo's ends up being like the 7th item out of the 9. Well, maybe you can just skip all those other items and jump over King Zora and get your piece. But we've also got a 0. So, I mean, the last race that I commentated with the 0, well, the 0s were in like the worst places possible. So who knows where that'll show up? But anyway,
right, yeah. I mean, did again? It was a 0-1-0, wasn't it? And it still took like forever.
I mean, there's 2 0 pieces, and there's like 5 dungeons that could have been 0, and the seed's like, well, we're gonna put them both in deep fire.
Yeah. That was the one. That was Cola versus. I'm ashamed to not remember the
What
other
the hells? Yeah,
Cola. What the hells? Yeah, why don't I remember that? Whatever. Chuckles is heading straight into River. He's not taking any chances. He saw that ice hint. He's going ice right now.
And Mr. Martin picking up a scale and CAC. That's actually really nice. This is a cool opener by Chuckles, though. I haven't really seen anything like this before. It seems like he just sets time to night and then does River, and probably will go to CAC afterwards, so that it's day by the time he gets to CAC. So I think this is a cool way to do River right away. Certainly gives you a lot of hints early on, and if you wanted to like turn your adult route into a longer, like adult 1, then this would be a good way to set it up. But magic in the windmill. I think with Martin getting that scale, he might go River too. Getting a scale in CAC often leads to going up River to get Minuet out of logic.
Right, and there's the Nocturne. So, you know, Nocturne being Shadow Medallion being Sheraton being Force Medallion. Wow, I'm really struggling with my words today. I'm sorry. That could be interesting. You know, the hint does give us, like, the sea doesn't immediately give us access to get up there. So, and we have magic. We're just a Din's Fire away from being able to get in there. Get for War's Window with a magic. That's a very generous little gift from the seed right there. That will help you get around quite nicely.
Yeah, so Martin going to be playing Nocturne here. This is just to get the hint early, because he's going to Graveyard anyway, so nice little routing trick. Interestingly enough, Nocturne showing up early with...
was that Decatry Foolish?
Yeah, it was Decatry Foolish, and that was Forest on Power on Chuckles' side.
Right, yeah.
So, I was going to say something. Oh, yes. So Nocturne showing up early with Ice Cavern as a path, so it kind of makes you wonder, like, what is the song going to end up being in ice? Because the chance of bait goes up a lot. Also, Lost Woods Foolish, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that Ice Cavern could just be required for something really stupid, like I don't know, Minuet for forced access because your Din's Fire is there, for example, right? Like, you know, and then you have to do a whole chain of things to get your Rudo's letter, but it just ends up being bait.
Yeah, the most likely ones, like Storms, obviously, is always a possibility. Could be Requiem, but Requiem would be kind of troll, because we have Eponas, so technically we could run all the way to the desert if we really wanted to. And other than that, like, I mean, forest access would be bait. Song of Time, probably bait. And could always be an item. You never know. But I'm sure we'll be seeing that sooner rather than later.
Yeah. The takeaway though is that there's a lot of landmines in the seed, and yeah, we can really help the lag on Chuckles' side right now. So what I know is that Chuckles is kind of he sees Martin as a really strong opponent. Ooh, that's not a good sign on Chuckles' end. But we know that that Chuckles has a bit of a, he sees Mario as a bit of a greater opponent, which I think is a bit unfound. I think Chuckles is probably is far more of a matched opponent than he thinks he is. But he has said that he will take very risky plays because he feels like he has to take them against Martin. So maybe that was part of why he rushed Rivet early. Maybe we'll see more of these kinds of, plays that seem really aggressive. But right now we'll not see anything at all.
Yeah, I don't actually think that the river play is necessarily that aggressive. I think it's just, I think it's kind of new meta, but I don't think it's bad actually. I like the way it routes. Because like the worst that could happen is you just get 3 free hints and no items. But he got like a Lost Woods Foolish already, so that's really good information.
Right.
And if he finds like Choose in the CAC trip after this, then he could turn his Adult One into like Dodongo's Cavern very easily, or like Goron City or something like that, and also have the benefit of those 3 hints if there's like an early Foolish. It kind of makes that play less risky. Interested to see what Martin is going to be doing here, though. He's got those bomb shoes. Looks like he's going to get a shield, but after that, he's got 2 routes that he could go pretty reasonably. Could head towards Dodongo's, could also head towards River, so we'll see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, I think a DC play is not unlikely for Martin. It's a lot of checks. Yeah, and he's heading that way. But it could also be Goron City, maybe, peek the Boulder maze.
Yeah, I think pretty much every route leads to the same checks. You can choose to go, oh, it's a 20 pack.
20 pack, wow. Yeah, that was nice and in sync.
That probably changed the situation. I almost wonder if maybe Martin was going to think about like dipping Dodongos, and then you see 20 and you're like, oh, well, we're clearing Dodongos now.
Yeah. Yeah. When life gives you jump shoots, you clear Gaffer, and that's kind of how it goes. And hopefully we can get. Oh, we've got camera footage of Chuckles.
This is an FPA, I think, because of
I think so. Yep, which makes sense.
So we'll take a minute and make sure we got the runners on the same page. But if this thing comes down to like a situation where the result is really close and we need to retime things, then we'll probably handle that off stream. But the good news is that it looks like we have Chuckles' feed back, so I think we'll be able to keep going here pretty soon. And it looks like Chuckles had the internet die, but was able to continue playing because he's in Graveyard now. So that probably means he made his way through most of CAC already.
Right. Yeah. No bomb juice in his inventory, but no, I mean on his CPAP, but it's probably in his inventory or something like that. It is magic, so he picked that up for sure. So I can't imagine he missed the choose.
Yeah, and the choose are on Dompe, so I'm sure that's just where he's going next.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we are already on the graveyard, so I figured he must have that already.
Yeah, he's in the shield grave, so he's going to get his choose now, and might see our runners kind of chase each other, but with the scale showing up super early, pretty much all routes are going to end up doing a lot of the same checks. After Dodongo's Cavern, you probably end up in Goron City. After Goron City, you probably end up going into Lost Woods. And then potentially after Lost Woods, you take advantage of that scale and head down river. So I kind of feel like this is all going to end up pretty close together once all is said and done.
Yeah, ooh, there's a big chest. Nice bomb shoot backflips on Martin here. Not easily the quickest way to break some walls. That's another big chest, I think. I saw that golden trim. I still can't do that bomb shoot trick, by the way. I don't know how it works. It looks really cool, but I just can't figure it out. There's the bomb juice.
So, I don't know about you, but I'm hoping that Martin finds nothing. Because I want to see Chew Duncan.
Well, there's a big chest at the on top of the bridge in DC, so you know the chances of that are going down. Stone of Agony. God, I hope not.
As long as it's not strength or bombs, there's a good chance we'll get to see Chew Duncan. So that's a pretty advanced strat. But Martin definitely capable of pulling that off.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's one of those that is pretty swag.
It is. Oh yeah, lots of style points for that one. I think it's up there with like the one cycle Phantom Ganon, where you use an arrow. That one looks really cool too.
Well, I don't actually know. I know of that one. I don't know how to do it. I'm not swag enough for that. So.
Yeah, that one is pretty swag.
Chuckles burning an extra chew there. Probably not a big deal. Wow,
not a big chest.
In the Dodongo's
so that's 2 already, because there's another one up ahead. And it's a Triforce piece.
Alright, that's right. 0.
Well, that's not power.
Yeah, I have a feeling that that's probably not power. I guess it's not hard confirmed, but well, you know, I know where I'm putting my money.
Yeah, same. So we could have some insane logic chain for like strength and bombs or something. Not impossible. I've seen weirder things happen.
Well, if we see another Triforce piece in this chest up ahead, then I will stand corrected.
Oh man, imagine if that's the case though. Wouldn't that be just the biggest troll seed ever?
Well, then where would the 0 be?
It's a bow.
Alright, so maybe Martin's just going to peace out, so no.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to risk it. He's got his Triforce piece. He's like, I'm done here. The bomb bag and whatever else have to be somewhere else, right? So it kind of makes sense to just skip it, I think.
Yeah, it's slow. Nothing pointing to Ganon's yet. And obviously Ganon's lower priority now because we know where that 0 is. So Martin doesn't need to wander through all the 0 dungeons and try to chase it down. He knows that he's just after the 9s.
And they're just giving a little high five to each other. They're perfectly in sync, picking up these fairy bottles. You love to see it, honestly.
Yeah, and now as soon as ZL shows up, Ice Cavern is going to be available.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that bowl is really important for Ice Cavern, and you know, the sea does point us that way. So, very nice little bomb shoot strat there, Mr. Martin.
Yeah, so Chuckles going to end up in DC as well. Just he opted to do the little loop around first.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that, and seems like he'll probably run into his wisdom piece as well. Going to do a save to potentially scum some bomb chews if he doesn't find anything, but we know that he's going to be finding a few things. But yeah, no shield for Chuckles, so that's not really a problem for the first part of it. But I think that will probably prevent him from doing King Dodongo unless there's another item in the chest before King Dodongo. But that's probably fine, all things considered.
Yeah, Martin smells blood. He saw that big chest, and it's a mirror shield. Lake Ilia, Path of Courage. We'll be picking up some hints later. Yeah, true. Oh, thank God. Oh, he doesn't have to hear that beeping sound.
So we do have a scale, so that's I guess 4 checks in Hylia that are in logic right now, if you count for buying beans. So unfortunately, going for some of these paths is actually a little bit scary because you know that ice is path, and so you know that Rudo's letter is going to be path somewhere, and what's pretty likely to be hinted path as a 9 and a 9 likely are in the same place. Not guaranteed, but likely. And so you kind of don't want to find Rudo's letter. And if you go to the path place that has Ruto's ladder, you might just be wasting time.
Yeah. And it could be anywhere. That's the extra scary part. It's like a landmine just waiting for it to be tripped on. What the fuck? That's 3 chick chests. Okay. Hook shots.
Hook.
Bomb chews. Because we hadn't had enough of those yet. And strength. All right. Well, there goes my theory. That wisdom is power out of the window.
Yeah. So I realize this is really shocking, but the wisdom is confirmed as the 0 in DC. And that is a strength upgrade and a hook shot. So we have a Forest Temple, Path of Power, and we have everything that we need to do it. But the one thing that Martin is missing is the information that Forest is actually power, because that hint was in River. So interesting to see what Martin is going to do here. Could either do a little river dip here.
Back path to power. We got magic there. And Nocturne.
Yeah, so it could potentially be a shadow thing, because Nocturne in the path location, always a little suspicious.
Yeah, but the magic too. Could be either way, actually.
Yeah. And Martin looks like he's going to go to Forest Temple to at least pick up the song. I suspect he's probably going to leave, though, and probably not go into Forest Temple because he doesn't know its path yet.
Maybe? I don't know. He has Forest Wind, so he can easily dip like the fast part of Forest and just drop the Forest Wind there to come back later.
That would be really, really smart if he does that. We'll see if he's got the big brain, because yeah, that's a really good play given the circumstance.
Given that I'm a fan of him, I want to believe that he will do that, okay? Because otherwise, I'm not really for a smart person.
What I think Martin is trying to do is just trying to lock down ZL, because he's got that bottle, and he's just thinking, like, all I need to get into Ice Cavern is ZL, check all the songs. He's got a bunch of song checks available. He can go to Bolero as well after this.
Now, what will Chuckles do, though, is the question. Oh, that looks... Oh, he's out of there. I thought that maybe he was looking to get back up there, but no. Jabu Jabu Foolish. You love to see it.
It's the mandatory hint. It's basically an always hint.
Ravage Village is Sun Song. Okay, not too interesting. That's only 1 check, as far as I remember.
Yeah, and that's locked behind Shadow Temple, so pretty unlikely to be a thing.
Yeah, that would be too deep, I think, as far as paths go.
Like, Martin killing the big moblin there just for money, actually. Kind of unlucky with the drops there, but only having 10 rupees. Ooh, and Serenade, back from its vacation at the beach, actually showing up in a Blitz seed once in a blue moon.
Yeah, and not too bad, actually, with the Hylia path. That's actually a welcome sight for once.
Yeah, that's going to make routing that in a lot easier when these runners ever make it to Chotty.
Yeah, and Martin is dipping Forest, as I predicted he would.
Yeah, so I think maybe with Martin bailing out of Dodongo's cavern, doing Forest out of logic, maybe thinking that ice could be for Forest access, and so thinking like, hey, I might as well clear these. I can kill Phantom Ganon and open up Ganons as well. And when I do that, I'll land next to 2 more hint stones. It's pretty fast. Might as well take a dip. So definitely worth a shot.
Yep, and you have Forest Wind, so there's really no risk in it either. You don't have to do the long part if you're not feeling it. You know, there's options here. It's just a nice little thing to do.
Yeah, you can basically bail out for free whenever you want, and it's kind of all upside, no downside.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, the downside will be there's nothing here. But then it's still wasted time regardless.
Well, I mean, so from his perspective, the downside is that nothing's there. We know that it's path, which actually means that there can't be any Triforce pieces here, because we have everything that we need to full clear Forest once we have the logical access. So eventually Martin's going to probably end up in River, though, and he's going to get the good news that he started clearing out a path location.
Yeah, and since he'll probably leave for Forest here, he can come back and clear that path location anytime he wants.
Yeah, assuming that he ends up doing that.
I think so.
We'll
it
see.
makes sense. It's a logical way to route things, isn't it?
Yes, it is logical, but I've been playing Rando long enough that if you're watching me and you're counting on me to make the logical play, it doesn't always happen.
True, but we are watching Hey Mr. Martin Chuckles501 and not Elagatua, so, you know.
That is true. Well, there's a reason I'm in the commentary booth, right? So Mr. Martin making his way through the courtyard. Chuckles now looks like he is going to be heading in the same direction. I believe Chuckles has the... Has he not done Mido's house yet?
Chuckles, no. No, I don't think he has.
Oh, that's kind of a big mistake, and that's going to really hurt him because he knows that Forest is path, but he doesn't have the hook shot, and he doesn't have the strength, and he's going to basically miss out on some an opportunity to kind of make up some lost time because Mr. Martin might do this courtyard Phantom Ganon and then peace out, and I know that Chuckles would probably full commit to Forest if he had the items.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's unlucky. It's a typical situation of where sequencing can really bite you in the butt.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things like you really just ought to check Mido's house if you're there, because you get the hint and you never know what can show up, especially like no bombs. So like oftentimes you'll see like multiple bomb bags in the seed. One of them be in Mido's house, but. Anyway, that's where we're at. So Chuckle's going to get Serenade, and maybe he'll end up trying to chase this Hylia hint, since that's maybe one of the better options available.
Yeah. Having a little bit of trouble here with Skip, but he gets it. Second try, still saves time.
Yeah, this seed has definitely been pretty cooperative so far. I can't imagine that the time limit could play much of an issue unless there's some insane surprise divergence between these 9 paths. But, I mean, it's been very straightforward, and potentially even for logic skips with this Ice Cavern play coming up, so... Yeah,
you say that, but then we've commentated a 0-1-0 seed that went over 1 hour, so, I mean, you know, I'm not certain of anything anymore when it comes to Triforce Blitz when I'm commentating, okay? Every time I think, oh, this is going to be pretty quick, nope.
And that was Fire Temple Barons. That's another really nice one. Not going to have 2 pieces in Deep Fire today. Looks like Chuckle's going to do backup Lake hints, so going all out for information. I like this play in a low path seed. You're pretty guaranteed to get almost every single item be hinted, and so it just any time you're not wandering randomly is going to be good. And Martin bringing down Phantom Ganon, probably going to be bailing out of Forest and picking up those hints.
Ooh, that is Neru's love.
Yeah, and no furores for Martin.
No, he's delayed with that.
And there's the other Forest Temple dupe, so we'll see where Martin goes now. He could go Child or he could go River. I'm probably going to get these hints first, but then that will be where we see his next play.
Indeed. We've seen that Forest hint twice now, and Ice Cavern hint twice, so... Inside Ganon's Castle's power, I think I know where Martin might be going next.
Yeah, I think the plan just changed.
Yeah. Outside Ganon's Castle is foolish, on the other hand. Great hints, by the way. I love when you get a foolish hint for the Wastelands and Outside Ganon's Castle.
Yep, so... Another
deck foolish.
Alright, Martin.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be River, because if he was going to Ganon's, he would just save quit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's a River play. And when he sees that Forest Temple hint, he might regret not putting in Forest Wind down. it is what it is.
Well, I mean, he might regret it, but it could actually work out all right for him because he will probably just head right back upriver and run right back to Forest Temple. I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not? True. There's something there. Then again, he might opt to skip it because maybe it's a letter.
Right, I mean, for all we know, like, Forest could be the deepest location in the logic. It could be, like, Ganon's for Ice Cavern all leading to Forest access, and so maybe it's, I don't even know what it could be, maybe like Din's or Hovers or something like that in Forest Temple that is going to lead us into Shadow where our Triforce pieces could be. Oh, actually, no, this is going to be Bolero for the song. Okay, so still hunting down ZL. Makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah, you really want that in this seed. I mean, one of the most seeds, but in this one especially so, I would say.
Yeah, just looking for a way into Ice, trying to figure out where is the end of this chain, kind of what order are all the items in, and every song that he gets is going to help him put together the pieces.
And there's Prelude, which is disappointing.
It makes going child for routing easier. Might make it more appealing to pick up those child songs and come back adult. Martin.
Checking the
As Ganon.
Right. It's a Ganon play almost, or child, one of the two.
I was a little scared because I think Martin may not have actually looked at that Fire Baron hint before going to Forest Temple, so that would have been pretty bad. But definitely Ganon's the obvious play based on where we're at.
And there's Rudo's letter, just sitting in Lake Hylia.
Well, like I said, I was talking about Hylia potentially being a path for Rudo's and not wanting to go there, and well, there you have it. So now we know that Ice Cavern's probably kind of early in the chain, assuming that ZL is hanging out somewhere, so probably going to lengthen the seed a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is not locked behind anything. It's available right from the start, so yeah. Oh no, here we go again.
Yeah, and potential still for Ice just to be some big Forest access bait, so well, let's see what shows up in Ganon. We've got a bunch of checks that we can get here, and likely to have some more information pointing us in the right direction.
Right? You might get an FPA call in a moment, but that'll be alright. Yeah, Chuckles having some network connection issues today, but that won't hopefully not be too much of a bother in this scene. Nice little bow extension there from Martin to get access to this room. Not the most difficult of tricks, but, you know... Oh, and there's a big chest. Oh, well, that might be our path to power.
Yeah, it's really been pointing that direction, hasn't it?
Yeah.
with the CAC path, and Nocturne there, and then a Wanderer in CAC, which could be for either magic or scale, but decent chance to be magic. Have a feeling that this scene is pushing us towards Shadow for at least one piece, but we'll see where Din shows up. We're still missing that, and that could, I mean, it could be in Forest. Martin kind of missing some critical info.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's information that he will be picking up sooner rather than later. I mean, he has Serenade. And Hylia has a path location. I can't imagine he'll miss that for long, right?
Yeah, definitely with Serenade, it's up there. And now that I suspect Martin realizes that he could even be just like one item away from being in the right location for the seeds, especially. Oh, yeah. Well, he doesn't know that the forest is path, and that's kind of the key information. But if there's still a chain for forest access, then and maybe like Din's is in forest, then that could literally be the end of the chain. It could be Forest, Ganon, Shadow, and Seed.
Yeah, and there's a nice little foresight from Mr. Martin picking up the blue fire from the water trial in Ganon's castle. And there's a big chest, another one. It's nice when it's big, because you can reach it with your hookshot. That's really useful, isn't it? It's a big stabby. That's useful this early on in the seed, saves you a bit of time.
It's just also nice when you have a big chest show up in a path location and it's nothing, because it makes the path item unambiguous. And hey, it's good timing because he's gonna head right to the climb and be able to kill those stupid lizards a little bit faster.
Right, and Chuckles is back on the stream. Unfortunately, we did miss the Epona song on his site. So we will not know what that is for a little bit longer, but we can assume he picked it up at least.
Yes. Generally the play is to go to long range. So I think...
Really?
Got it.
I don't know, man. He might have skipped it. You never know. Who needs songs anyway?
God, it might have been Song of Time. I kind of saw it in a second on
yeah,
his screen.
I was gonna say the same.
We had Suns hinted, so I don't think it could be Suns.
And Martin is out of here. That's a Shadow Nocturne play. Is this River? No ZL, so it's definitely not for Composer's Grave. Right?
Now he's got Hover, so he can do Ice out of Logic now.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he's going up River. Yeah,
I kind of wonder if he's going to actually end up in Ice Cavern, because he's going to go up River, he's going to find this Forest Temple path, and then he's got the scale at the top of River, and maybe he just bails on this entire play once he gets the key info.
Interesting. It's a good question. I'm excited to see what he will do with it, because, yeah. Going to check the grotto, makes sense.
Yeah, it's on the way, Cact's path. You just clear your path areas, guys.
Yeah. Clear your path areas responsibly. And Chuckle's about to go pick up the loot in Midas warehouse.
This is gonna
might be a little miffed. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty terrible. You hate to see this.
Yeah, because he knows, like, oh no, if I had just gone here, I could have full cleared my path Forest Temple the first time I was there.
Yep. Opting to skip the Kokiri sword chest.
Yeah, I actually like that play because the likelihood of all the items being hinted is pretty high, and so skipping anything that's slow and doesn't give hints is probably going to help you finish faster. Oh, never mind. He did it. Never mind. So, great play by Chuckles, being thorough and not letting himself get screwed by, an item in a bad place.
Nice recovery. Don't worry, chat. We are professional commentators. We do this a lot.
So Chuckles going out of his way there for that hint, because he already found Lostwood's Foolish in River, so he was only going to that check just to get the hint, knowing that there's no items there, and naturally the sea trolls him for his thoroughness.
Yeah, and now we get to see a really interesting moment, because Martin's about to get this Forest Temple hint, and it will be really interesting to see what he will do when he finds it.
It's pretty easy to tunnel if you have a play in mind, and you get information that maybe makes that play not so good. I really feel like he's probably just going to go back to Forest. He's cleared half of it already, so the commitment is pretty low. We'll see. He might still end up trying to go Ice, assuming that it could be like Minuet, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, my feeling is that he'll go to Ice and then probably bail it. I don't know, actually, we'll see. I watch Martin a lot. What I do know is that he is not the kind of person who actually tunnels in on certain plays at all. So he might actually opt to not go to Ice at all. Yep, there we go.
Yep, so this is back to Forest. So, I mean, I think this is the right play, because the most likely item to be in Forest is Dins, and the most likely thing to be in Ice Cavern is Forest access.
Yep.
And if it's just Dins, I mean, very easily could just be 2 pieces in Shadow and we're done in, like, sub 1.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Could definitely be the case. If Ice gets near, that wouldn't be that big of a detour. Kind of. Ice is still like a good solid 3 minutes. Getting there takes a bit of time too.
Yeah, it's probably about a 7-minute detour to get in there, and if it ends up being Saria's, you kind of feel like a doofus.
Yeah, because you got nothing for it.
Yeah, and just the knowledge that you're probably heading towards Shadow because you got path hovers, and there's a chance that Forest is just the answer, and that's SFM power for for Requiem? I have questions.
For Requiem, yeah. Well, that's interesting though. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's probably for this song. What is this song? Probably ZL, maybe?
I want to say, I think I saw Iron Boots on top of the arch. And there's ZL.
I'm starting to think that it's just Dins and Forest, and this whole thing is a giant bait for Forest access.
Yeah.
You got like Requiem path to get ZL, and then ZL path to go to Ice Cavern, Ice Cavern path to get Minuet or Saria's. All of it just to get into Forest Temple for that Dins.
Yeah.
With 2 pieces chillin' and Nocturne. Tell me I'm wrong, chat.
You're wrong, says Jack.
No, you. Yeah, so definitely it's possible that this seed is out of tricks already. We'll see. I kind of think that we figured it out, but I've been very, very wrong before. But I mean, when you're right about Blitz can be really fast, and if we're right about what we're seeing, this seed's probably sub 1.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're right about Blitz, it's fast. It's almost as if it's called Blitz.
I mean, just go to where the stuff is, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Just loot the items. Just get the Triforce pieces for it.
So we'll see how deep it is in Forest. Martin probably going to be able to take advantage of this forward wind, get a little routing bonus at the top of the stairs here. Unfortunately, no bomb bag, so can't do the fast block push strat. But
Nope.
Nonetheless, Chuckles in Child Spirit, trying to chase that Requiem path, I think, but
yeah, maybe a little too hard.
Well, it's just tough because I worry that he feels like he's behind because of the Forest Temple thing, and he probably is. So he's right feeling that, and sometimes. When you're behind, you just try to take bigger and bigger risks that have less and less chances of working. Oh, he's got a big chest there, so let's see what this is.
Oh, yeah. And that's a Stone of Agony to make his agony complete.
I mean, keep in mind that power and courage, they don't have
Boomerang.
to be in place. That's not helpful.
That's bait. That is bait right there. And we're playing with Serenade. Where are we going? This has to be a valley play, surely, right? Oh no, he's taking he's going to domain.
Yeah, I wonder if this is like potential domain for Ganon's access or something like that. He's found the Jabu Foolish hint, so surely he's not going to do Jabu for checks.
No, he's just gonna go in and out real quick. I think he has no prelude, which is a bit unfortunate as well.
Yeah, the routing just hasn't kind of worked out for him very nicely.
Yeah. I would say right now, Mr. Martin in a bit of a commanding lead over this seed. Just has more information, more items, better sequencing, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything just got magnified by not doing Mitos. This seed could look so very different if Chuckles had gone to Mitos before going Forest, because I believe the Ganon's path was near Deku Tree. That's Market path? That's interesting.
Okay, we haven't seen that yet. Could that be Din's Fire, perhaps?
I'm a little confused, because I feel like we have all the things that are necessary without whatever's in Market. Maybe bombs? I don't know. Oh, it could be bombs for Shadow Temple. That's definitely possible.
Yeah. That could be it. I think bombs is actually a pretty good call. Still no big chest in Forest. It really it's teasing us.
Well, it wouldn't be Blitz if they didn't stick it in the falling room.
Like, it's just so deep already. Like, we haven't gotten anything in here so far, I believe, except Neru's Love, which is still nothing.
Now, Martin's gonna be careful here. He's got two hearts left, so he needs to be clean with this, or he could die.
It's gonna be okay. He has fairy balls. Oh no, he dumped that, didn't he? Never mind. And another small chest. We'll have to wait a little bit longer yet.
Yeah, he's got all the keys already, so he's still got 2 checks, so one check left to save him from having to go all the way, but, I mean, we all know what's gonna happen, right?
It's gonna be all the way.
Yeah. Chuckles doing domain. That's high risk, high reward, I guess. But like anything, I don't know. Domain is my favorite checks in the game for more fast, pretty much.
I would rather call this with the information we have right now. I would say this is high risk, low reward.
All right, we got our big
big
checks.
one.
Let's see where the reward is. Is this Dins like we expect?
And Dins. Wow, look at that.
Yes. So
yeah, this sea could be over.
yeah, I mean, Martin's gonna be able to full clear a shadow before the 1 hour mark. So if they're both in shadow, then this thing is dunsies.
And he leaves no forward window. I wouldn't have done that. There's still one more check in there.
Nah, it's gotta be Dins. Like, you don't even need to hedge.
Yeah, that's fair. But what if though?
Yeah, well, got some news. Probably not.
Probably not. But what if? You say there's a chance.
There is even a limit to my paranoia.
It's free. It's just a word. Planting beans to get up the river faster as an adult. I don't hate it, personally, but it feels a bit slow, doesn't it? Oh, there's a big chest.
I don't think this can be the piece, though.
No, it's a hammer.
Yeah, I think if there's going to be 2 pieces in here, then they both have to be Harvard's locked. Otherwise, the math doesn't work, so...
I agree, yep. But still, that hammer could be useful. You never know, there might be a piece of fly temple for all we know.
Well, it's foolish, so that would be pretty silly if there were.
Oh, is it really foolish? No,
it is really foolish.
Oh.
Both literally and also literally.
Literally and literally. And small chest. There's our explosives. That's right, chat. There they are. How foolish is it? It's quite foolish. I would say from 1 to foolish, it's definitely foolish.
It's about as foolish as collecting Skulltulas in Triforce Blitz.
That's very foolish indeed. Now the one thing that Martin doesn't have here is CL, though. That could still be relevant.
That is true. He does have Furore, so he'll know if he needs it. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Fairy, I don't know, but I need to restart my stream. Hold on. It's unwatchable.
It's unwatchable for me too. So I think this it may not be a personal problem. Although
it's a Dash Star issue.
I do like it. It's kind of like stained glass, like any NES version of the stream. It's pretty cool.
The NES version of the stream.
Okay, well it's just our problem. So looks like it. As long as restream's fine. So all right.
It's a Discord issue then, isn't it? If we're both having it.
Yeah, it's fine. So here's what we're gonna do. So chat, I need your help, and you are now gonna be doing my job. Please give me the play-by-play. And yeah. Well, now my stream's gone. So please tell me what's happening. The stream.
Oh, hold on. Never mind. We don't need you anymore, chat. We've got the quality back.
All right, chat. You're fired.
I was just gonna watch the stream instead, honestly. I can commentate with delay, it's fine. You just gotta predict what the player will do and get 3 seconds in advance. It's not that hard. I just realized that Martin's low health sound is the re-dead sound.
Well, Chuckles with the fairy there, so if he dies again, he will be re-dead.
Oh, that's so bad.
Well, we're in probably go mode Shadow Temple, so this is what you got.
Oh, that quarter health. Oh, that's really scary.
I could turn off my Discord stream and we could rehire chat to give me the play-by-play.
Nah, I think we're good like this.
That was a pretty cool strat by Martin to backwalk with the hovers. I've never seen that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I was kind of terrified, but I imagine that he probably isn't practicing that for the first time.
No, there's nothing to practice. You just hold that, back the backwalk. It's literally free. I always do it like that. And that forwards win is going down now. He could die here. He's being careful not to get touched by the blades.
Yeah, he's got a quarter heart, so he's just trying not to die, which is admirable.
He's on one-shot mode right now. those bats could drop some much-needed health right now. Oh, this is so fucking scary.
Oh, there's a big chest, so this might be number 1 right here.
Number 2 might be here as well, actually. There it is.
One.
It's probably power. Always done. Who knows? I mean, courage. Who knows? Let's just say it's power. Yeah.
This is gonna end in death.
Yeah. Maybe intentional.
Yes, I actually think that's probably intentional. Because he has Force set at the beginning of the room, so he can just pop right back there, and it's probably the most convenient place to die in the whole dungeon.
Oh yeah. Off we go. Big chest. I think it's strength. Oh, it's bomb juice. Of course it is.
Whenever you're looking in the wrong place, all the big chests are bomb juice. That's what I'm
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Unless you
Martin
bombs, and then they're just stones of agony.
Oh yeah. This is just Martin is just just expanding his lead over Chuckles, and it's kind of hard to visualize a comeback at this point.
Nah, this thing is if it's in Shadow, then it's done. But I think the seed was pretty straightforward, and this might be it right now.
This might be it. You're right. And it's a long shot. And
Interesting.
There is a triangle at the tip of it, technically speaking.
I mean, there is like an off chance that could cause a piece to be in GTG now.
Oh yeah? How so?
Oh no, actually we have a bonus on, never mind.
Yeah, what to say? Oh,
alright, I'm trying, alright? We're
I know.
some drama, but I realized it was bridge too far.
Yeah. Oh, chat thinks that one is hook locked. You think so, chat? What made you think that?
Well, so Shadow's Force Medallion, so if it was like Epona's on Force Medallion, and then also hook shot or long shot in Shadow, then technically all GTG access would be locked behind Shadow Temple, but neither of them would be paths, so the path count would be the same.
Yeah, and nice little Force wins it by Martin, so he doesn't have to clear the next room. Actually, a quick little question for you, Ela. Can the Triforce piece be in the pot that he has about to blow up?
In what?
In the pot. There's a pot that he has to blow up in the next room.
Oh yeah, it can be in any of the checks.
Oh really? There's the bomb bag. Well done, chat. You predicted it. Applause for you.
Yep, so a lot of bait paths in this seed, kind of rewarding the runners for figuring it out, or punishing them for not. That's how it be sometimes.
predictable key. I mean, there wasn't much else it could be. See, that was the trick question I asked you. Could it be a Triforce piece in the plot? And you said, yeah, it could be. I was like, that's...
Oh, interesting. We got a bait Kokiri sword. I guess it's not super bait because Deku was foolish as well, if I recall. But
yep, it is.
Kind of not even mean enough to properly bait you into Deku Tree.
And Martin really needs to hope that Triforce piece is here, because otherwise CL might be coming to say hello.
I mean, it's not really hard to track down. He knows where the remaining songs are, so...
Yeah, exactly. And... okay.
2 more checks, and then Martin's gonna have to drop the roars and come back later. Maybe rip our sub 1. We'll see. It'll be close. That's a big chest.
That's a big one, yeah. I could tell by the roll. And there it is. GG. Just under 15 minutes, Mr. Martin will be taking Game 2, eliminating Chuckles501 from the tournament. Unfortunately, perhaps not the duel we were hoping to see, but sometimes it is just the way it is. Chuckle's still trying his best, obviously. It's still well played, but sometimes it just doesn't line up for you.
Yeah, I think this is one of those situations where maybe Chuckles thought, like, if it's the straightforward answer, then I'm probably not going to beat Martin to it, so I just need to hope that it's not that and go a little crazy. And it was the straightforward answer, and so you just kind of shrug your shoulders and say, well played to Mr. Martin.
We can blame his internet. True, we could. That's definitely the reason. Well then. Let's see if we can get them in for an interview regardless. I don't think there's much to discuss about this seed though. It's because Mr. Martin saved 30 minutes with a big Goron sword. True, that's actually really true. And there is Mr. Martin. Welcome, Mr. Martin. Congratulations on your victory. You're going on to round 4 of the Wanderers bracket. Thoughts on the seed?
Hello, GG's. So,
GG's.
It was a nice seed, I guess. I mean, easy to read. Not much to figure out there.
Pretty straightforward, I would say.
Yeah. That hint in River was the best hint.
Yeah, and there's Chuckles as well. GG's Chuckles, unfortunately. Sometimes it just doesn't line up the way you wanted, but you still well played. It was a good effort.
That ended a lot sooner than what I thought. So
it ended a lot sooner than I thought. So
I literally don't know. I literally don't know where the other two are.
Oh, the 2 in Shadow.
2 in Shadow? Well, I'm nowhere near going into Shadow.
Yeah, did you go Child at any point? I never went Child.
You never went Child?
No.
Oh my god. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm Child at the moment. I found a lot of nothing in Child, really.
So if I can maybe catch both of you up. So Chuckles, for you, this was a case of kind of butterflies and hurricanes. And the big thing that hurt you badly was not going Midos before going to pick up the minuet check, because obviously in Midos there was a hook shot and a strength upgrade, and you actually had the Forest Temple path information from the very beginning, and had you had those 2 items, you probably would have full committed to Forest Temple finding Dins. And after Dins, maybe you would have finished Forest Temple and gotten the 2 hints at the Deku Tree, one of which was Ganon's path, which would have given you your hovers, and you would have had everything you need to get those 2 Triforce pieces in Shadow. But unfortunately, you missed the hook shot, and you ended up in Child, where there was a lot of path bait, basically.
Yeah, I kind of realized... I made that the ice stuff was just for forest access. I've done all of the child songs, and I haven't got Saria's or Minuet yet. So I was going to skip ice. I wasn't going to go into ice. I was going to go into forest. So I was pretty much on the path. I'm in Hyrule Castle, like about to change ages. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely unfortunate, but it just sometimes sequencing can completely put you on the wrong path, and it's just kind of it's just unfortunate when it happens. It really is.
Yeah, that was just one of those seeds.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all hoping kind of for a repeat of the last seed, which was a lot closer and a bit more exciting in terms of what it was. This seed was pretty straightforward in terms of logic, so
yeah, you just kind of make the wrong turn.
I wasn't expecting the 9 to be available so quickly.
Yeah.
Even if
it's just
even
all
going
for
out of
Shadow
logic,
Temple access, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those seeds where Ice Cavern kind of took up a lot of path hints because it's actually Requiem path for ZL.
Yeah.
So there's like kind of two useless ones, and then Hylia's path for letter, and then Ice's path for forest access. So there's like 4 items that kind of do nothing.
Yeah.
And Market's path for bomb bag as well. So like yet another skippable one. So like half your paths are just like totally wastes of time.
Yeah. Yep. And that's a shame for when my strategy is trying to collect all the hints as quickly as possible, and the hints don't matter. So,
Well,
yeah,
it's all right. I mean, you still got pretty far into the tournament. I mean, round 3 is nothing to scoff at, and I mean, last game it came very close. So
yeah.
I'd say it's a good run, right?
It's just like maybe when I went after DC and I went into the Kakiri Lost Woods, probably should have left and got into Mido's. That kind of, I didn't know Kakiri Forest was way over here at that point, but
I mean,
my mindset was
I don't
I'm about to
think
go
I
child.
knew either.
I don't actually think
I
it was Way of the Hero.
No,
I
it
think
was
it might have been
Wanderer for the
Wanderer.
strength. Yeah, it was Wanderer.
Yeah, I
was
never
it
got the
Wanderer, Kakiri Forest, and
Forest.
Wanderer? Yeah, so I was having, you probably saw, I was having a lot of issues with my stream, but I've never I don't know what the hell happened. I just kept on disconnecting from my internet. And then, did you hear what I heard when I went into the graveyard?
Yeah. Right?
That
Graveyard what was that? I thought it was me. I thought the blimp was back.
Graveyard was angry. I don't know what was wrong with the rest of the audience.
Angry spirits, man. I swear, this game is haunted.
They were pissed. Should we go again? Is my audio still on me?
We don't have the stream.
Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna go into because I've been back to Graveyard.
Can we bring it? Can we bring it back? Death Star. Can we bring out the There we go.
No,
but you're not streaming anymore.
No, but I'm in Graveyard now. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
That was so weird. Adult Graveyard was just like really angry.
It was super strange.
Yeah, that's a shame. Pretty straightforward seed, but GG's Martin.
Yeah, GG's Martin. You'll be going on to round 4. Do we know the opponent that Martin will be facing up against yet, or is that still to be determined?
Arian.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting match for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you like a spell? I tried to do a different, another wacky opening again.
Yeah, to River immediately. Yeah.
Fuck,
we thought it was a good play.
Yeah, I thought about River, but then I had choose. So
yeah, you set the time to nighttime and I went straight to River. We thought it was an interesting play, actually.
That was the start.
Yeah. So I've been talking about it with a few people, and somebody brought up that as a way of getting to River and then being a CAC for daytime.
Yeah,
but I always didn't do it because like the ice cavern was way over here. I was like, oh wow, I'm going towards ice, and so that was my plan all along. I was going to do that, and I almost gave up on that plan. But
yeah, I almost do River when I had a scale, but not with the choose. Not with the choose.
It was interesting because you got a lot of really useful information. Actually, honestly, I thought when the seed started that you were in a really good spot with that information. So it worked out this time, but then fortunately, the skipping Kokiri Forest. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, that's
that. It is what it is. Nothing to be to hang yourself up on over, I think.
No, I've had really good fun in this tournament. I think my thoughts about this format has been clear from very early on that I think it's absolutely amazing what Elo you've made. So thanks for bringing this into Zoota, and hopefully we'll be back again for the next season.
Yeah, definitely. We hope to see you again, for sure.
Yeah, definitely lots of good stuff on the horizon. Thank you for the kind words, and congratulations again on a solid run in the Wanderer, and then winning the qual. I mean, that was that was whatever that seed was. It was a great accomplishment for sure.
I think I set myself I knew this isn't my format. Logic is people who know me know that my logic reading is the worst part of my skill set, and so winning that kind of made me get myself expectations of what shouldn't have been set for anybody. But still.
Well, I mean, I think you played really well, and you just got, again, like I said, butterflies and hurricanes. Like, you had that cool opener, and it honestly gave you a really solid shot of being able to win because you had the critical information of the forest path really early. But unfortunately, just missing the hook shot and strength made all the routing kind of fall apart, and then the fact that there were like 4 bait way the heroes or 4 bait paths didn't help. So I mean, rando gonna rando. Sometimes your opponent just god routes it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Martin got the first piece first.
Yes.
Yeah. By about 5 minutes, I assume.
Something like that. It wasn't far.
Exactly 5 minutes.
A river apart, probably.
Yeah. It was going up and down to river. Is how far away.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get Death Star in here to wrap us up, I want to make a quick little announcement to all the viewers in chat and, of course, people here. The Triforce Blitz website that you probably are aware of is going to be getting some upgrades relatively soon, including a way to generate seeds for any version you like, going all the way back to the very first one. If for some reason you might have wanted to do that, but also exciting ways to unlock your spoiler log. You can set it to a timer, you can attach it to a race time room, and I'm considering an option where you enter the locations of the Triforce pieces, and then you get to see the log, so you can prove that you actually finished it. Along with some other features like your history of seeds and whatnot, but that's less exciting. But yeah, cool stuff for
Did you just
for
say
the Triforce
12
websites.
MQ option for Triforce Blitz?
No.
Whoa! 12 MQ next season. Let's go.
So please send Spell all of your feature requests for the website. He'll get working on that immediately. So thank you, Spell, for your time. You're amazing.
No problem. All right. Well, let's get Death Star in here to wrap us up, and yeah. Oh.
One of these days, I will remember to unmute myself on stream before I start talking. One of these days. It won't be today, but one of these days.
And that's why I just said loads of nice things about chat and everybody, and nobody ever heard it.
Yeah.
It's really nasty thing, so maybe it's better no one heard it.
And in other news, water is wet. Look. All right, so again, just a quick recap. Thank you, Spell. That sounds really cool, all that stuff that you're planning. Insert jokes here. Want a quick shout out to Chuckles501. It was great to watch you guys, even from the silent restream section. Hopefully we'll see you guys again in more races. And of course, I didn't finish. Trackers, we've got Baseball, Nath, and Ginger doing the grunt work here, keeping everything up to date for you so you can see what's happening to the race and how quickly everything just, stopped. Unfortunately, that was kind of quick, but, that's what happens. Baseball, of course, doing double duty as race monitor, as usual, doing everything and then some for us. That's, I guess I pressed the buttons and broke stuff, but that's about it. Anyway, we do have we're hoping to possibly get some restreams on tomorrow. We do have a couple on the docket. If you are interested in volunteering, please feel free to let us know or sign up for the sheet if you're